Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. And I've been spending today working on the little things that, I'll put this aside, I'll deal with this in a little bit. I want to do this for that, and we all get that way. So that's what I've been trying to take care of today. I know one of the things is my scrap box is getting quite deep. Well, it's getting quite full. And one thing I found was just a simple piece of paper with this decorative edging, and all I do is fussy cut it out. So that could go on one side of the page, that could go on the other side, put something in between, or I could use just one. But simple things like fussy cutting, this will probably end up being used for paper clips, but that's not what I'm focusing on right yet. I had a lot of pieces of vellum left. Let's see, where am I? Like this piece here. And what I've been doing with them is, I put them on white so you could see them, is just stamping on them. And of course, being on vellum, it takes a while to dry. But, I mean, look how pretty that is. That's great for a border, for, anywhere. Little spots like that. And I've got those sitting over there. And the way I did that was, now I pulled out, one of my stamps here. And I don't even take it apart. I leave it right on my plastic, and then I figure out where, which ones I'm going to do. Like that one would fit there. Alright, I can do these two here. Now I like using the little small inks, and this is the archival ink. Now this is a permanent ink. And sometimes it's hard. You see, all I'm doing is pressing it down. And with vellum, you can actually see, where your stamp is going. And then lift that up. And no, it may not be perfect, but it's just going for a little decorative spot here or there. There. That one's done. And then I'll just set that over there to dry. I had like this bigger piece here. I think I'm going to come down here and do this one. That's not going to fit. Yeah, it may. We'll see. No, not quite, but it got most of it. I'm not worried about it not all being on there, because these are not really the focal point of my page. These are just little extras. Let's try that again, going the other way. I mean, having more than one, that's fine. Alright, now, what I have to do is I have to hold this side up, because if I don't, the ink will smear on the other stamp. So just hold that side up. I'm running my finger over and there we go. See how easy that was? Now that can sit over there with those to dry. Now clean up. Some people say this stuff does not come off of your stamps, but it does. And there is a way to do it. I simply take a cotton ball and I have alcohol in my dropper, and I'm going to put it on my cotton ball, and then it comes off. I mean, it's not going to come off 100%, but it's going to clean it up to where enough to where I mean, look at all the ink it got off. So that next time I use it, it's not going to smear and hopefully end up with this, you know, cross-pollinating my ink pad. Alright, now with this, I simply put the cover on it. Make sure I have it. Well, put it like that, and then this goes into my binder, which is sitting over here. And I'll stick that aside. And you can do them with the smaller ones. And, yeah, but I've got all this vellum laying around. And we've been playing with this vellum for, you know, a few days. And it's just time to get it out of the way. And there's so much you can do with vellum. I love the stamping part. I love making envelopes with it. That out a little bit. Find me some scissors here. Snip that off. And I gotta turn it a little bit sideways so I can see what it is I am doing. Alright, that's not even, but that's okay. A little repositioning is all it takes. There we go. That's good enough. We'll come over here on this side, because I don't know what it is with, maybe I'm the only one, maybe y'all have the same problem, but washi tape does not like to stick to vellum. At least mine doesn't. So I used the Fabri-Tac. And the reason why I use Fabri-Tac mainly, especially with vellum, is it doesn't show through. You know, some glues will definitely show through, but Fabri-Tac doesn't. I don't know if it's because it's a silicone glue or what, but you know, nobody wants to see their glue peeping through. Okay, one side. Bring it over. And put more glue down here. And then fold that over. And there. Just that quick, I've got an envelope. Now, you don't have to do them this way. If you have like the envelope punch boards, you can do them that way. I've done some here with the punch board, different sizes, because I never know what size I may need. I've even done some out of the calendar pages I had left over, and I didn't seal anything up because I don't know if I want to use it to where this end opens or one of the sides opens. But it gives me options. So I have these ready to go. Now I can put this one in here with this, because they're all envelopes. And those go in my stash. And another thing that I like, I love coffee stained envelopes. Those are great to tuck in. But where is, I had it here just a minute ago, because I just did that one from it. It'll show up in a second. Index cards. Now, I love the Tim Holtz stuff, but his tissue paper, it's not actually, when we think of tissue paper, I think more along the lines of napkins and such. But with his, you have to glue, you have to put glue down first, put the tissue paper on top, and then the glue on top. And I left the scraggled ends, but I did quite a few of those in the back, you know, are journaling spots. So I've got all of these done, which used up that tissue paper that I had laying on my desk for the last couple of months. I got so tired of moving it every time I turned around. So, yeah, and that's, you can leave them as, you can leave them wide like this, or you can fold them in half and have your little journaling spot that way. But they're good to have on hand. And if you spend a day, taking care of the small stuff like this, you're going to have a lot more time to work on your other stuff. Now see, there's another envelope. Put it where it goes. Because that's the whole idea of today. Putting things where they go. Now this, I've got to see if I can find it now. Well, I had an envelope that, I could get a credit card or something out of. And now I don't see where it is. Anyway, what I did was I traced around it on the vellum. Very simple. But when you're tracing on vellum, you do have to be careful because it will move on you. So you do have to tape it down. So I've still got this one here to do. And even though I don't have the envelope to know where it needs to be folded, it's real simple. We're going to fold up our bottom first, making sure we get that even. Fold that across, and then I'm going to come in here, just like that, and fold this one in, just like that. And there we go. All I have to do is glue it up. Very simple. Go ahead and get that done now. Get that out of the way. Now I want to put glue on the edge of the top. Come right down there. Fold that over. And then along the edge here. And then fold that up. Just like that. And that's all there is to it. You've got a nice little pocket. I've done one here to where all I did was insert like a little ATC card size. It fits right in there. But when you look at the front, you can see the flower underneath it. That's why I love using these so much. So these two. Alright, that needs to dry a little bit more. Alright, that goes with my envelopes. And then when I've got like a 3.5 hour drive to get to my doctor's. They're up in a place called Chapel Hill. And I live down in Wilmington. So I had to be there so early one morning that we went and stayed in a motel the night before. And they gave us this little pocket thing to put the card in. And I thought, that would be a great idea. I mean, all I did was open it up. Let me see if it'll fit on this one here. No, not that one. Let's try this one. So, I'm simply going to lay it down. Match one side. Come in here with my pencil. I'm not very good at tracing around things. Just like I'm not very good at cutting things out. But I give it my best shot. So we have that there. And all it is cutting on the line. There's no divots on this one. There's no anything. This is as simple as it gets right here. Trim that down. Here, come up here. like that. Now, we see where the folds are here. We're simply going to come in here and fold the exact same way. Fold that over there. Bring this over here. And then fold this side up. I didn't fold very well. Normally I would use my scoreboard, but I'm being lazy and didn't want to pull it out. So there we go. Just that quick, just that simple. All it takes now is a touch of glue, and it's done. Make sure that didn't come out anywhere. Okay. There. So there goes another little envelope. Now what I will do is I'll save this, because this is a template. So that goes with my little envelopes and things. This is a template, so this goes in with my other templates, which, if you'll excuse my hand, my arm, is right up there. So now I still have, get these off the desk. Close up that. I still have a piece of vellum. Let's see, how wide is this? Alright, this is 5.5 by not quite 5, or a little over 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center here. I'm going to come this way, fold it here, come this side, and try to meet at least close to the middle. Fold that part up. Now you can see it's going to be a little wonky, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. And there we go. And what I'll probably end up doing is using this part as the top, or, you know, one of them. But whatever, I've got another little envelope. It's better if you're doing an equal-sided square instead of having one side too big. Now I did go through and I got my DigiKits cut that I had gotten from Pam over at the Paper Outpost. I get her monthly newsletter, and she's always got a free DigiKit in it. So I've got these all cut up. These have been sitting here like for almost a month. They needed to be done. And these go in my grab box. And I think that is just about it. Need to put my ink away. I love the little tins. And then all that's left is cleaning up the mess right here. That one's dry. That one can go in with there. Put up my paper clip. And the only thing left is Animal. Little Pez container. But he makes me happy. I mean, who can't fall in love with that face? So, Animal will go on the shelf. That goes over with my iPad, and I'm done. I've got all my little side things that I wanted done accomplished. In just these, well, in more than these few minutes, I shared the final parts with all of you. I've got everything put where they belong. So now, I can start on something new. So who knows what tomorrow will bring? It'll be crafty goodness for sure. So if you liked what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, because those thumbs up really do count a lot. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for to be notified of upcoming shows. So, thank you for joining with me today. Bye, guys.